Today, I have a special treat for y'all. I found 7 categories for the clubs we have at Leslie. Of course, we have over 50 plus clubs, but these 7 categories try to encapsulate the most that we have. So we normally do 3, but y'all deserve 7 because you're both such great members of the Leslie community. So these categories are gonna be leadership, fine arts, leisure clubs, athletics, performing arts, community service, and diversity. So something for everybody.
So are there any Cape style houses we'll be looking at today, or are we looking more at Victorians? I see a lot of Victorians in this area.
Okay, capes, yes. So we actually, under our leisure clubs, we have comic conglomerate, and sometimes they'll dress up like superheroes, wear capes, maybe some masks, just a lot of fun things. So I'm really glad you brought that up.
For the leadership clubs, we don't actually have to lead, right? Because last time I led a group of people, I led them off a cliff.
Cliffs, that's really exciting. We have a club called Leslie Adventures, and they tend to take people to cliffs, mountains, hiking, just a lot of great things. If you're not interested in a leadership position, you can definitely feel free to just go along for the ride, but we do have a lot of leadership positions available. All right, let's go start looking at some clubs.
All right.
Can I live there?
Alright, so come on in here. We're going to be looking at our first category, which is fine arts. Here we have Rosie and Cass, and they'll tell us a little bit about the fine arts clubs we have here at Leslie.
Hey, so at Leslie, we have the Leslie Art Therapy Student Association for art therapy majors or expressive therapy majors, or anyone who's really interested in art.
We also have Focal Point, which is the photography club on campus, which takes place at Lunder. It's a great way to get involved with photography, so.
We also have the Fiber Circle, which meets on Sundays. They do a little brattle brunch, a little crocheting, a little knitting. It's a good time.
We also have Film Club, where every week on Thursday, I believe, we get together and we watch a movie. Yeah, great community.
How do we get our art hung up on display here?
Honestly, if you just want to hang it up, we can do that.
I have something ready.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Thanks.
Wow, this is gorgeous.
Thanks.
Definitely.
It's my life's work.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'd like to talk about this a little bit. I'm really enjoying this house so far. I love like the almost ceiling to floor windows. I'm a little bit concerned because there's no bathroom or kitchen, which is pretty high on my list, but I think that that's not necessarily a deal breaker. I'm just curious about whether the art that's in this house already comes with it, or if we have to buy our own.
Welcome to the Office of Student Activities. Here we're going to talk a little bit with some students about some leadership opportunities. Maya and Diana, and they'll talk to you all about the leadership opportunities we have at Leslie. I'll leave you to it.
Hi. One leadership opportunity on campus is the undergraduate student government, where students join to be the voice of the students on campus.
We also have our Emerging Leaders program, where students get to really work on their leadership skills with professional staff members.
And we also have Leader Build, where students go on a retreat to learn and gain more leadership skills.
I love to lead.
And Campus Activities Board, where students get to bring different entertainment and performers to campus.
Are we forgetting anything?
And there's orientation.
Wait, so I have a couple of questions about this apartment building. First of all, it looks like there are some first floor apartments, which is great because I don't really like stairs. Wait, can you just tell me, like, how is the size in comparison to the other apartments? Are they all the same? Are they bigger on the first floor?
Well, our leadership opportunities are pretty sizable.
Hello?
Ashlyn!
Hello?
Sweetie? Hello? Oh, there they are. Come on in. This is Marin Theater. It's the home of our performing arts clubs. Come on stage, come on stage. Hi, hello. Don't worry, if you have stage fright, just remember that they're more scared of you than you are of them. Hi,
Hi, I'm Ashlyn. If you're interested in dancing, I am part of Swing and Links, and I'm co-captain of the dance team.
Or if you're interested in singing, we have 3 different groups on campus. We have a co-ed a cappella group named Harmageddon. We have a female identifying a cappella group called Ladies First, and we also have a gospel choir.
So can I audition now? I've been named after Ariana Grande, actually. Ready?
So this isn't gonna help with the house hunt.
Or, if you are interested in the more refined arts, we have the Oxford Street Players, who put on a Shakespeare play every year, as well as Leslie's Performing Arts Club, and our very own Wellesley Improv.
So this seems like a really big home theater. Is this actually within our budget?
Yes, I heard about your budget from that sponsor at the Worm Farm, right?
I don't farm worms.
Improv.
Hi! All right, so this is the athletics department. We're gonna be talking a little bit more about some of the sports we offer on campus. Here we have Alexis and Hope, and they're your go-to guys on athletics. So I'm gonna head out of here because the last time I threw a ball, I hit a man.
Hey!
How are you?
It's nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too.
Welcome to athletics.
Thank you.
We do sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm part of the men's volleyball team here at Lesley University. We also have various different types of sports here, and we are a D3 school.
I play tennis. Super fun. Awesome way to get into shape. It's super fun. I love it.
Okay, so like, I'm not a big fan of running, so sports might not be my thing, but I really am trying to get swole. Where could I go for that?
Well, we have a facility actually here on campus. It's called the weight room. It's open to all students. You just have to make sure that when you walk in, you tap your ID just to say that you're there because it is part of the contract. And you can go in whenever you want.
Start practicing? Yeah, definitely. So at the last apartment building that I lived in, we had a yoga studio really close by, so it was really easy for me to just leave my apartment, go do some yoga, come back. So is there a yoga studio around this neighborhood?
Yeah, so what we do at the Student Fitness Center, we have student-run yoga classes. So that could be something that you're interested in. Definitely super fun. Yoga's a great way to stay in shape.
I think someone just called me a dumbbell, so we're gonna head out.
It was nice meeting you.
See you later!
Howdy, folks.
Hi.
Interested in some leisurely clubs?
Looking for like a no strings attached kind of thing, so.
Maybe you'll like Lesley Adventures. Groups come together, go on outings, go hiking,
Oof,
climb
nature.
some mountains, be in nature.
No.
Might not be your cup of tea, might be.
That's not your cup of tea. We've got some other ones we could tell you about. Another one just off the top of my head, we've got Actively Moving Forward. Here's some info. And that's a grief support group for people who have lost a loved one. You could talk to your peers, just get some support.
Oh, great.
You like Pokemon?
I've heard of it.
Well, if you heard of it, or if you like it, there's a Pokemon club, Come together, go on Pokemon Go outings, talk about Pokemon. I have Pokemon Go on one of my phones. I got one from my mom and one from my Go.
Okay.
Moving on from that one, we've got a strategic gaming club if you like this kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm not. Games, zombie dice, never heard of it, but it looks kind of fun.
Oh, there's no real sushi in here.
Is this how you play the games?
Sure.
Sure,
yeah.
whatever,
Whatever
no
you're
one's gonna tell
interested
you
in.
you're wrong. Please put them back, though.
Yeah, please put them back.
But if you like anime, which also info right here, you can come to Anime Club. You want to talk about anime? They got you. You want to watch anime? They also got you. You want to talk, watch, or read anime? They got you all the way.
Another good one is the Commuter Club. They have a lot of great resources for commuter students. One of the most popular ones.
Hey, put that back.
One of the most popular ones is the Commuter Student Food Pantry, which you can see some info about right over here. You can go and get a snack if you're a commuter student. You know, you don't have any meal swipes, or you can't find someone who has a meal swipe. You're hungry. You didn't bring your food from home. You just want a snack. So Commuter Student Club is a great organization on campus.
You know what else begins with C? Comic conglomerate. If you like comics, you like superheroes, come to Comic Club. You can watch movies. Sometimes they do outings to go see the newest movie. And sometimes they just chill and have fun. Whatever floats your boat.
I'm gonna start a paperclip club, so look out for that.
So, can any student start whatever club they want?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right, so I have some questions about the space that you've shown us. First of all, you mentioned mountains or something, so I'm assuming there's a really great view from these ceiling to floor windows, which I love. The only issue that I have is that this room is very gray. Like the carpeting's gray, the walls are gray. Are we allowed to paint in this space, or is it...
Listen!
Oh, Carrie Murray! Hi! Wow, this is Carrie. She's gonna tell y'all about the Office of Community Service and how you can get involved over here. Well, be careful with these two.
Oh, I will. Well, welcome to the Office of Community Service. It's a great place for students at Leslie to get involved in the greater community outside of Leslie. We have a chapter here called Big Sister where you can actually get involved in mentoring young girls in the area. It's a great opportunity. Glynis, is that you?
Oh, hey y'all. I just got back from Harvard Square. I was on a run for Leslie Delivers.
Oh my goodness.
What's that?
Leslie Delivers is a great program we have here at Leslie where students actually make sandwiches about once a week, peanut butter and jelly, and you actually bring it into Harvard Square and hand them out to folks who might not be able to afford a meal that night. It's a really great way to learn about your community, get involved. Awesome.
Have you guys talked about ASB yet? That's another great thing.
So ASB stands for Alternative Spring Break, something that happens every year during spring break, and you actually go to a different state for about a week. You do community service, primarily with Habitat for Humanity. You build connections, community. It's another great way to kind of have service, but also reflect on yourself, make some new friends.
That sounds like a great way to get involved and meet new people.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. What about Circle of Friends, though?
Circle of Friends is the best way to get involved and make some new friends. Circle of Friends kind of blends our Threshold program, our class students, and our LA+D students together to kind of do some fun activities, rock climbing, jump rope, basketball. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm really not looking to make friends, but I like the idea of getting involved.
Yeah. So my question about this space is this all the kitchen area that we get right over here? Is there like a sink?
So while it is a small space, it is always stocked with snacks. So you gotta look at the pros, Yeah.
Hey, I just got really hungry thinking about those sandwiches from Leslie Delivers. Let's go get lunch.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
So long.
Sayana, Livy. Hey! Wow. So this is Sayana and Livy. They're gonna help you out so much. I'll just be over here, but call me if you need anything.
Cool. So welcome to the Office of Multicultural Affairs and Student Inclusion. This is a safe space for all people of different backgrounds and identities. A similar student organization is the Multicultural Student Association.
We also have Common Links, which is a peer retreat for students to learn more about intersectionality.
Yeah. Some other safe spaces include Queen, which is a mentor support group for women of color, and also Mosaic, which is a peer mentor group for men of color.
There is also the Club Clear, which stands for Queer Leslie Education Activity Resource. Activism resource.
Wow, so this is a beautiful front porch. When do we get to actually see inside the house?
That tears it. I've been trying to play nice. I've been trying to play this charming realtor on this student organizations hunters, but you're over here thinking we're gonna buy a house. There aren't any houses for sale.
I was told this was house hunters.
I quit.
Don't say no. those nights that we traveled, we stole. You let your clothes fall to the floor and lit a fire